I'm on the set of Citadel at the moment, and I've just wrapped up shoot, and I thought I could Instagram live with you guys because it's insane. I'm kind of really excited about this. I can't believe it. Okay, so I have the book here with me. This book is a New York Times bestseller. What? I'm kind of like, it's unbelievable to me. I'm kind of like still in a state of shock. But I told you guys that I'm going to do this Instagram live, and I asked you guys to send me some questions, and you all sent me some really amazing questions. So I've picked a few, okay? Some of you I know very well. Some of you are new. Okay, so let's do one from at Jessen a Mission. Was it hard for you to be open and vulnerable while writing Unfinished? Completely. It was so hard for me to be open and vulnerable, for sure, because I've spent such a long time trying to be a really tough person, especially in in the entertainment business. Especially as a girl, you're always trying to be stronger, and it was very difficult to like open up to, I don't know, whoever ends up reading the book about what my real feelings were, especially after training myself for not doing that for such a long time. So thank you for that question, but it was very hard, but I'm glad I did it. It was healing. G Jew with the extra U. Loved what you said about life being like a train journey. Where did that thought come from? I don't know, but I was really thinking about it. We get so pressured into and stressed out about like life and what we don't have and what we want and where we want to go, but at the end of the day, what people around us, they come into our life for a certain point and then they leave. It's just your journey, your solitary journey. And I think that that's where the thought came from, that we are born alone and we die alone. It's what you do in the middle that really counts, right? Okay, what is my favorite part of the book? This is by Anusha Bansali Dash. The end of the book, I love the way it ends. It makes me very happy to actually have ended on a very important story which sort of defines how I became who I became. And I love the acknowledgements because it includes most of the people that contributed to my journey. So that's also a good one for me. Okay. Next question. How long did it take you to write Unfinished? This is by at Sarah Lise. Okay, I started writing it about 2 years ago, and then I did not have time to finish it because I was traveling so much that I never ended up like writing really. And when quarantine happened and I was at home, then I just started thinking about life, and this is basically my quarantine book. Okay, what is the toughest chapter to write in your book, and why did you choose to write it? I actually just chose to write about my life. I didn't think about it as chapters. I just started thinking about them as milestones, my earliest memories to my last memories. And I think the hardest chapter was grief, because it was multiple levels of grief, and grief that I hadn't dealt with. I think that was definitely the hardest chapter, but it was important. Hi, Ify. Oh, hi. I got your question. It's such an interesting question. Only you could have asked me this. Do you ever think your life would have been different if you were the youngest child? Definitely. The youngest children get away with everything. And I had to really work very hard within my family because I was one of the oldest. So you younger ones, y'all get away with everything. What inspires you to be inspired every day? This is by Anjua Dua 25. Life inspires me. I love people. I love life. I love the fact that this so-called life is a gift. And I'm just very grateful for it, and I don't take it for granted at all. That's what keeps me inspired. How did you deal with failures? Because it sometimes gets you. How do you overcome that? I think by allowing yourself to feel the failure. I think a lot of us try to, be tough, and we're like, okay, I'm just not going to feel this and I'm not going to think about it. But, I think it's really important to actually allow yourself to feel the failure, mourn, and then it goes away after a point. Human beings are very resilient.